All right, let's see. Mic check, mic check. Let's see, the mic's a little low. Let me make an adjustment here. All right, it's Friday, early in, early outs. Don't forget, we've got that Valentine's Day offer. Happy Valentine's. Love you guys. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to get the 18-month instead of the 24-month, now is the time. We'll have other 40% offs this year, but it will be at 24 months on those lease to own, so you might want to grab that now. Starting Tuesday, it will be 24-month program instead of a 18 right now, so saving you a lot on the back end. Still just $199 a month with that offer. And of course, you unlock all the bonuses with the Dream Pack full auto at the end. I'm waiting for my charts here to load up, so I'm just kind of filling a minute here while they are loading up here across ES, NASDAQ, RTY, Dow, crude oil, gold, and multi-time frame here. So a few more. Let's zoom back out here and we'll take a look at those. So charts loading up here, still waiting on a couple here. We got ES still coming in, data still coming there. Got NQ. We have had some wild action recently. So a lot of bars printing and a lot of calcs to be done there. I did a clear cache. Oh, I know what I didn't do there. I didn't turn off my real-time protection here this morning. Make sure we get that off first thing. We don't want that hindering us there either. Yeah, actually, this might be one of those moments. So normally this is already loaded up here for me, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a second one. Now, pro tip, if I have already run a clear cache there in the morning, that data is already cached local, and I don't want to wipe that necessarily again on a fresh reload in the morning. So what I'm going to do, I am going to see if it'll let me close it out without going to Task Manager. I'm going to go ahead and close and say yes. No, it is hung there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, go to my Task Manager, build NinjaTrader from here, but I'm not going to run the clear cache again because we've already got some of that data already cached. So now I'm just going to launch NinjaTrader, and hopefully I do this over on my left window, and hopefully my credentials don't come up. So we'll just kind of show you guys. Yeah, okay, it's over here on the left. Great. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to launch back up again here. Now, what you'll typically notice is after that data is cached, when it comes up pretty quickly there on the second go round with the data. Yeah, see how ES is already populated, and earlier it was hanging up top left there. And this is particularly in these high volatility, super high VIX environments. We have had massive amounts of volatility, lots of bar prints, all those calculations that need to be run across that. So there we go. All right, so now I'm gonna reconnect to my data feeds. Let's go. So now the data that was already cached, we are appending to that now on the end. So that helps us out here with that load. Good morning, Meyer. Get the chat here on screen while I'm waiting on that. Drink man, you already got the first 30 bag on the day. Awesome, awesome. Early in, early out on a Friday. Want to get our bags and be on about our business of life and all that fun stuff. Okay, got my digital coins ready to go. 5 trades here this morning. Still 10 minutes before 9 a.m. We are still pretty early. Got 40 minutes until the US Open. Okay, I'm seeing some of the charts ready to go there. Just waiting on NQ to finish out here. NQ is obviously printing the absolute most amount of bars. There we go. Okay. So now that's caught up here. Let's take a peek here. Where are we? Overnight. We've been on both sides, actually. Look at this. So I'm scrolling through the McAfee Ultimate, and I kind of want to get a picture of where we've been mechanically. And we kind of got a little snaking on both sides. We have been buy side and then all the way sell side. So looks like for now, we'll be able to have trades in both directions. So now I want to take a peek at high time frame. Yeah, high time frame kind of tells the story. 89 back and forth over there. So we've got trades at the top, trades at the bottom. I prefer this type of environment. We got good pivots in there along the way. That makes things, in my opinion, easier. Let's get going here this morning, shall we? right, let's get down here into the execution window. First thing I see there, we've got, and everything is hitting there this morning. Everything is being adhered to. We've got Enigma to the upside. We got Enigma to the downside. Mega Late Nate, Super AO for the go. Only one that didn't work, that one right there. The Mega Late Nate right there to the long side. Did not get a real pivot off of that one. I mean, it's debatable. It went up 20 ticks, but didn't give a 35 scenario. 7.4 super dot to the upside. Even the shark was respected. Boom, Cypher Shark to the long side.
On the 5.
There's that Enigma kind of got blown through there, so I'd say that one maybe didn't hit here so far. Then right back behind it, nothing but a red dot structure, telling me that the bears are still here. Like, this is not a scenario where we've had, you know, lately there have been just bulls on parade so much, non-stop full control. The bears have rarely had any control whatsoever. But over the last few days, bears have stepped it up. There's a 9.9 here. What's our time? 5 minutes in. Definitely tempted to take this first one here, but we are currently strong buy. So my first play of the morning here, just want to try to follow the SOPs, standard operating procedure. Right now, I really should be looking for longs, right? We have been on that long side. Again, this can shift. We have seen it all morning. We've been red side, the green side, multiple times. So we could go back down there, but I'm going to try to just play it quite easy right off the bat here. We also have green arrow on the MACV, so two-step rule. Vinny, you're glowing green. Am I glowing green? The other day it was funny, like something's up with my colorings. Oh, I know it. Maybe this, if I turn this light on.
Divergence down NQ on the 34.
That makes it any better or not.
Delta NQ on the 5.
The other day I was wearing a maroon shirt and it was coming. It looked like it was magenta on the camera. Is it coming across green today on your feed? See, and then okay, delta shift. I mean, I'd like to, but I'm just seeing strong buy here, and ES is pointing up, hearing buyers on the tape there. So skipping on that for right now. The two-step rule for filter direction: green arrow, green. So step 1, step 2, both of them. I don't know why I'm writing in red when it's green. Anyhow, a little bit confusing, right? All right, so green and green. The short side's gonna be trickier there for the moment. Crazy, am I the only one seeing this green overlay on the stream?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
The stream looked like. Let me check it on my phone. Are you saying there's something weird?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Yeah, I think you might want to check on your side. Isn't a Brave browser doing that? Interesting. Like transparent green. Huh. Anybody else using it on the Brave browser? I don't know. Yeah, it looks all normal on my phone there. Okay, let's see. Both red dots held here, so bears in control. Wow, I didn't even have I didn't even have a chance to think about it. Oh, just about to talk about like, okay, I'm gonna take the next bear, and it just whipped down so fast, couldn't react there. What's our time? Still not even 9 o'clock yet. Still got a minute till the top of the hour. Using Chrome, dork. All right.
On the 5.
See, use Brave browser. Don't see green. Yeah, maybe you have some weird plugin. Alpha. Transparent green. Good morning, Jimmy. Okay, so let me zoom back here one level. Let's take a peek. I put this on my foot pedal. I need to this one. Okay, I need to put that one on the foot pedal. I think I have top left. Oh no, it's the full zoom out here on the pedal button there.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
I do need to turn on full auto, so actually let's look at that view. All right. Arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. So I'm putting full auto on all 6 instruments up here. All right, there we go. Right at the top of the hour here, got the 6 of those ready to rock and roll. And I'd like to put this one on a pedal. Play around trying to find that scene. Real-time protection off. Yes, thank you for that reminder, Pablo. Earlier when we were, it was taking a minute for the charts to load. I thought about turning that off, so I went ahead and cranked it then. Definitely make sure you guys get your real-time protection turned off there. Get your sheet ready to go, warmed up over here. I guess, you know, sheet, but you know what I'm saying. We're prepared for 5 trades here this morning. About 30 minutes before the US Open. So we have that is a level 11 in there. So an outlier into a crab, and they're pushing through. So bulls taking over control here. So we got green and green. Finger over the buy button here. And what are we looking for? We're looking for one of these. You'll learn these in the 8-day boot camp. Multi-confluence, play, entry, strategy. Okay, there's get ready. Take the next play. Wait for it.
Enigma long on the GC2. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on
There it
the 5.
is. All right. So first play here of the morning. Got a super dot. Had the get ready. And again on this one, we'll see about that T1 first. 35 ticks is what I'm looking for T1. There we go. There's 33. There's 40. Okay, I'll take off half right there. And see, because I have the 2 with me, and let's see if I can get a full 50 out of it. That's 46. 49. Good add on the cross here. And I just hit the wrong button. Okay, wow, that's... Never mind. It's going to try to add on that. Okay, that is twice within a couple of days here where... My jittery? The headshot long right there. I don't know, man. I'm just so not used to taking the... I'm not a long side player. I stick to the bears, but that one was too clear here. We've been moving up. We've got green and green. We got to get ready. Take the next play. Too juicy to not take it. All right. Well, could have done a little bit more fun on that one, but we'll take that one for trade number 1. Right out the gun there. What time? 9:04. First play right about 5 minutes after the top of the hour. 9 a.m.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Let's get the financial juice turned on here with the news. Speaking of news, let's see. What time is our first interrupt?
Touch NQ on
We
the
had
89.
Red Star News there at 8:30 this morning. Okay. You guys have the same thing here? I see clear deck. There's nothing after 8:30? You're all seeing the same thing? No scheduled news today? Is that right? I'll double check that. I'm going to go straight to Forex Factory for that one, but if you guys have another news source you guys like to check, it does remind me I need to get updated and fix our... I'll say fix it, but... Well, yeah, there is one thing I got to fix. For the news bot in the room there. Baker Hughes at 1 o'clock. Thank you, Plutonium there. They count at 1 p.m. But yeah, it's clear other than that, right? Like, clear morning, nothing at 10 a.m. Very, I won't say very weird, but weird. Normally we're going to get some kind of 10 a.m. news there. So that second green dot broke up top here. So, tells me that Bulls do not have full control there. Maybe it was a blessing having not gotten to add on that. Would have been a scratch play, so got away with some there. Let's see. Bots have a gold trade open, and wow, that thing launched. Gold plays up $600 already? Wild.
Divergence up NQ on the 9.
Okay, big move down here. 89. Had a big pink dot with divergence, so that is the highest time frame we have, 89. So not surprised to see the big move out of that high time frame play, kicking that one in. 811. Yeah, I had a big seller come in right here. Good morning, Bagger Vance. Top of the morning to you, indeed. Plutonium used the Brave browser, and I'm not no green there, huh? No green hue. 907.
Lower delta NQ on the 34.
So Friday tradition, early in, early out. We are one trade in. Remember, we are looking for within 5 trades to get winner, winner, chicken dinner. Learned that in the training program. If you haven't been through training, probably be a great week. Well, I don't know if it'd be a great weekend to do it because it's Valentine's Day. But maybe grab that Valentine's Day offer there, 40% off on the monthly lease to own. People ask all the time, hey, can I cancel anytime? You can. You're not actually committed to the 18 months. It's just we put it there to lease to own to say, hey, if you do make it 18 months and you pay up to 18 months, so that's your payoff. You don't pay anymore and you'll own it, and you'll also unlock. Okay, we got the first green dot here. I'm actually going to take this, got HMD here. This mini straight leg down moves here. Might be putting a risk it on the biscuit here. But gonna see. Nope, dot is breaking. Nope. Okay. Take that as a loser there.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, so the HMD right on the back side of that. We had to get ready to take the next play. That was an HMD.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, test of the cipher. Before maybe a 2-try there.
34.
Oh, they're solidly pushing still. Okay. So I had the HMD after the ready DD there, and I gave it a shot, but no, it's breaking through there. Over here on the right, we also have a green dot getting tested. Let's see. Now, if they triple crown this area, then might look for it again. This is the width of this zone here from the morning.
NQ on the 5.
Another dot right in front of the prior low there. They're going to be popping the prior low already here this morning. Okay, got a 5.2 here along with it. Bears in control. They were able to hold it even on just a cipher structure there.
NQ on the 9.
Got a double green arrow there on the MACV. See if this 5.2 is enough for a bounce. We also have a ready DD over on the right. Let me pull back one level so we can see this here. So developing here on
the 9.
The MACV 9s. Okay, red dot now comes in there, so should push down farther into the prior low.
Double delta NQ.
And watch the reaction here on the low.
Divergence up NQ on the 34.
Can you go into detail a little bit about the Algo Matrix? So the Algo Matrix was designed for, I had a doctor friend of mine who was talking to me about his setup stuff. So this was, when we were first launching this, and we weren't too large, I could literally get on the line with every single person. Everybody who came through our program was getting a call every 40, I don't want to say every 40 days, but when they completed each section of the 3 sets of 40, we got on one-on-one calls. So I'm on a one-on-one call with this doctor in the UK, and he was describing how he was working the system and that he was using it on a tablet, remoted into his home machine. And anyhow, it really got me thinking, because he was using a reduced workspace. He was like, what do you think I could do with, that area? I'm in between surgeries. And he was like, I'm off in my break room area. And he said, all I have is my tablet. I've got access to my tablet. I can't go to my PC, whatnot. Is it something? Of course, I was like, I'm just telling him, like, I don't know that that's, you not ideal. And he's like, I know it's not ideal, but do you think I can? I'm like, look, I don't know you. You know, so it's one of those, it was a tough conversation, but we really kind of were going back and forth, and he's describing me the style that he'd like to see. I'm like, what you're missing is you're not going to be able to see the higher time frames. So, because like you're without, and now mind you, this was pre a lot of the stuff that we see now. Like I think now things also could change. This is why I don't really rely on this too much. This might be almost a waste of resource at this point, because the idea here was to take all the time frame information and put it in one little grid. So I had made this with him in mind, trying to go through and go, okay, so if we wanted to see, like if you only had one chart, right? So this is basically his layout, right? He has like
Enigma long on the
this.
DC2.
Okay, so if he had just this, the idea would be to also have at the top left a general idea. Now I told him you're also going to need more days of data. So there's a pro and a con to this, but for one chart, bunch of data back, you'll be able to have it all right here. So this was months in the making later. I was like, you know, is there a way I could put the grid up there and color code it? So this will start to shift colors across that. Now, this one's totally mixed right now, right? And no surprise, right? Didn't we just say that this morning, that both sides are in play? But sometimes when you'll notice that all high time frames over here are red, red, red. Okay, if it was like this, I guess I should just cover all that. How about we just do this whole section over here? Left is red, and you're currently on green. Then what we may want to see is a red to green shift, or green to red. So if this is currently green, this right side being the lower time frames, we're reading left to right. So high time frames were red, low time frames are green. We can wait for oftentimes these to react back and go in the direction of the high time frame, and just giving him a bias. And remember, this was prior to having the MACV Ultimate. So this is kind of I guess I would say deprecated, because we have this now. Now I have the even better, and this also didn't tell you multiple instrument. This was just for the instrument. So I would say that it is it's a less effective and more difficult way to do it than what we currently are doing. Oh, I just missed a little spot here to go short. Was that the double? Double ready DD into an HMD. Should be able to short that. Are we red and red? We are 13.4. So I'm going to have my finger over the sell here. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give this a shot. That's an HMD in there, and we have both with us, so it should be a 50 tick opportunity. I'm hearing buyers step in though. I need to put a line where I'm going to. I got two spots right here. That's the HMD. Here's the top of that ready DD. So if we break out of that, then no play there. But
double delta NQ on the
delta
5.
shift. I'm going to add in right there.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
Okay, there we go. There's 45 ticks, 49, looking for 50. Okay, there's T2 right there at 50. All right, now I'll close it out there on a 9.5. Beautiful. I mean, this started right here. Okay, you know, I came back and saw it a minute ago. So what do we want to look at on that? I've got, what color we got here? Got red here. I look over to the right. Over there on the other side, I got the MACV red arrow. Yeah, so I want to play a T2 scenario. Why do I want T2? Pop quiz. Ask yourself, why was I already thinking about T2 here instead of a T1? Red, red. That's right. It's so simple, y'all. It is so simple with Algobox. If I have them with me, I can hold out for bigger plays. If they're not, okay, I can still get T1. And so I pick my size bag based on the chart bar size that I'm on. Right, so on the 5s, I'm looking at a 35 tick for target 1 and a 50 tick for T2. And again, not every play is set for a runner. You know, I really liked the video by Trades by Matt yesterday. I shared it in the room. How many of you guys saw that video yesterday from Trades by Matt about him really emphasizing base hits? You know, he's reiterating what I have told you guys for forever, but sometimes you need to hear it from somebody else.
Enigma log on the ES1.
The base hits. Live on the base hits. You know, he's talking about, you know, what changed his trade. He said, you know, he used to be holding out for home runs and every trade's a home run. Everybody's trying to hit a home run. When the home run comes, fine, hit the home run. But let me ask you something. You know why home runs in baseball games are awesome? Because they're rare. Okay? And, you know, you can wait and wait and wait and try to figure out the absolute, you know, best play, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that have to line up for somebody to hit a home run. It's not about that person. It's also the pitch coming from the pitcher, you know, the pitcher kind of messing up almost and giving him a layup, right? Some kind of fastball right down the middle. He meant to push it off to the corner of the plate and just was a little inside on him, and then him just having the perfect timing, and he just, you know, all of that kinetic energy just happened to meet up in the right exact moment at 95 miles an hour or whatever. You know, the scenario to hit that home run is made up by multiple things of the environment itself. And in baseball, it's the pitcher to the player over, I forget how many feet. How many feet is it from the pitching mound, the little pitching strip, to the front of the home plate? Does anybody know the number? Can somebody Google that real quick? Kind of want to know what that number is. And then, I mean, by the time the pitcher releases the ball in professional baseball, you know, it's like seconds to respond, right? Maybe a second, right? Okay, the bots just crossed 1,000. They're floating 900, 1,000. So I'll be having my finger over the flatten all button on the bots here. 1,200 for the bots. Flatten all. All right, pressing the button here. Flatten all up top here on the bots. And then I go through and disable them, because flatten all does not disable the full auto. I do need to, after I've hit flatten all, then I also need to unselect full auto on the dream panel. Beautiful. Beautiful scenario on a Friday. While I'm talking through base hits, the bots are over there doing their job. Bots are up 1,100. I'm up 3. We're up 4K on the morning. It doesn't even feel like we've done any work here this morning. What's our time? 9:20. 10 minutes before the U.S. Open. And today is Friday. Oh, it's Friday the 13th before Valentine's.
Touch NQ on the 34.
The only superstition I got is a $400 superstition. If I am $400 away from a major milestone P&L target,
according to TAS, the Kremlin say there will be.
I have a superstition that I tend to give some back here. Okay, we have a power headshot short right here, right before the U.S. Open. 9 minutes till. I am winner chicken dinner here this morning, so now I'm just thinking about my bonus play. Want to get just the right spot here, and may just wait for that open here. That is a headshot short right here, though. That is a short, and we don't have the red arrow. I'm going to be eyeballs on this red arrow right now. There it is. There's the red arrow. So I can grab this short now. I may do it. We got 8 minutes before the open here. Let me go ahead and give that a shot here. There it goes. Target's filled. There we go. Just a quick one. Didn't get just a toe in the water on that one, but added a bit to the kiddie pool there on that one. Just a toe in the water and just dive bombed out. It's a headshot. So
225%, down more than 3 basis points on the day.
That is the thing on being a bear. Is fast favors the bears. Slow favors the bulls. Bear moves, they're just, I don't want to say all of them are super quick, but they're faster in general than the buy side. Drawing objects there.
Double delta NQ on the 30.
That one happened so fast, couldn't even, I wanted to add to that position, but literally as I'm thinking to add, literally just massive dropout, like super fast. Okay, 7 minutes now to the US Open. Oh, that was a big bear as well? Let's see. Oh, it was. Let's see. Yeah, big bear on the 9s. All right, so we need to mark that one out. And then let's measure 250 ticks down below that. So that may be the open plan already. They may have just, are they just handing us candy here today? I mean, almost too easy. So I get a little suspicious when things are that easy, but that's what we're prepping for. $200. 50 down there. Okay. Like 24 655s for next batch. Okay, so big bear in there. 5 minutes 20 seconds to the US Open, floating the prior low right now. We did add a little bit to the bonus there, so I like to play mine out like this. So I'm already done for the day. So normally, look, if I'm not out here on a live stream, committed to you guys, going, hey, you know, I'm going to be here for a bit with you. I mean, I'm done. I'm going to go and have some breakfast with the fam in the morning. Let's go do some other stuff. Let's go take the kids out, do that kind of fun stuff. On a Friday particularly, I like to plan it that way, where I'm in, grabbed my bags, and, you know, heading into the weekend on that that upbeat, got the work done, ready to rock and roll, right?
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Let's see. Speaking of BB, how do you treat this scenario when, say, there is a 3K BB and then there's 3 Delta bars, 5K? Do you consider it a massive upside? Okay. James, pay attention to my trading stuff. I talk about this all the time. Don't look for Bart Simpson in the clouds. Okay. Sometimes the clouds, you're looking up the clouds and you see, oh look, it's a Bart Simpson. Oh look, there's I saw somebody the other day say they could see Trump in the clouds, and it's like, you know, okay, maybe it's there. Maybe it's just a cloud. Maybe it's just a cloud. You're asking, what do I do in this scenario? I have laid out a lot of scenarios. Why don't you just play the scenarios that I've set? If you want to make up your own, go for it. Okay. What about this scenario? What about in this case? So this is actually the detriment of traders. What you're going down this path, you're going down a dangerous path right now, because you're already in that zone of what do I do when? Okay. You already, now there's a point in time where you need to have some plans. You need to have some things that you've learned. Okay. But right now you're focused on, well, I see this. What do I do when all this? What do I do when I do this? What you need to first acquire knowledge from somebody who knows what they're doing, number one. And unfortunately, a lot of people masquerade in that area because of scenarios like that. Because you're like, well, somebody had a definition for this. They said that. Who cares? Who cares? Are they broke? Probably. Okay. Don't go broke by sitting there always trying to find a new thing. What have I told you? Listen, if you have maximized and know all of these, come talk to me afterwards. Okay. When you are mastering nailing these and these, all right, that's 15 and 15. There are 30 particular setups and plays that are available. if you're looking for some other play, you need to ask yourself, in my opinion, ask why. Okay, I've also defined direction, bias, and measurements. When you're like, but what about this? A lot of that, all the other stuff is like, I don't need to take those plays. Or if you want to, absolutely. Okay, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm saying if you're going to ask my opinion on it, I'm going to tell you that's stupid. It's my opinion. It's dumb to be sitting there trying to find Bart Simpson in the clouds. Okay, looking through the clouds. What do I? Oh, I see Marge Simpson. Is that Marge? Is it Marge? Do you see Marge? And when you have to play this game of like, is it, isn't it? Let's just go with exactly what it is. When it rains, grab a bucket. Okay? I don't have to ask myself if it's raining or not. You know what I'm saying? Grab a bucket. Grab a bucket. When it rains. Okay? When it rains. When our scenarios lay up, play those. Choose 4 or 5 strategies. Okay? Stop trying to play every scenario. A lot of people are like, okay, well, what do I do now? Okay, well, it looks like it's a thing, and it's a that, and the most important thing is knowing when not to trade. On the left-hand side of Discord, we have a wisdom section. I'm going to go to the trading wisdom area here, and I'll pull up a couple of examples, and there's one. I think Don turned it into an awesome graphic here for us. So as I go down or go up this area here, let's see if I could find the, here we go.
1 minute for the market.
This one right here.
Imbalance.
Okay. The most important skill to increase gains is learning when not to trade. When not to trade. Okay. What you're saying right now, I'll tell you. Don't trade it. Okay. I'm literally saying don't trade. If I don't already have a definition around it, I have also said, listen, if you start making more money than me, come teach me. Okay. In fact, like there are a few people who do. Like like Plutonium or Papa Dazzer, you know, those guys, maybe even Whiskers. You guys want to come and tell me something, right? Please come teach the class. But if you're not making more than me, why not at least meet up to what I'm doing? Sort of like learning how to play music. Like learn how to play it Beethoven first and then remix. Okay? All right, here we go. We're 5 seconds to the U.S. Open. First thing I see is an Enigma short right here, right at the open. I want to try to sit on hands. There you go. There she goes. I want to kind of sit on hands there for the first 5 minutes in general. Standard operating procedures.
Nasdaq 100, buy side 2.2 million. Sell side 35.
Super fast action there.
Buy side 2.6 million.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34, long on the NQ, lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, so Enigma hit its target. Enigma hit its target.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ, lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34 on the 89. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Mega late Nate on the 9s. Yep, give the bounce plus a power headshot right there.
Lower bands touch NQ on the divergence down NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib dot NQ on the 5.
Green dot test.
On the 5. Fib dot NQ on the
oh, switch dot. Wow. It's too fast. It's too fast to even try to
After the market open.
Fib dot NQ on the 5.
talk through on those. We'll watch
NQ on the 9 on the 34. Double delta NQ on the
Mega late Nate, super Mega late Nate into a shark back and shark tail there.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Back to prior low.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Bull stepped up.
On the Y NQ on the 34. Short on the N. Upper bands touch NQ on the
short right there.
Touch NQ on the 8.
Alibaba ADRS opens lower by 3.7% after the Pentagon list added to aiding the military.
2-finger NQ on the short on the NQ on the 5. Touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, green dot broke here. I'm going to get my finger over the sell.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 8.
I saw that green dot break. Red dots are being held on the bears. Going ahead and grabbing that. All right, target's filled. Let's go. Grabbed 1K off of that. So as soon as I saw that dot break, did y'all see that green dot that broke in there? So we make this big move up. So I always, after a big move in an area, I will ask myself, are they going to maintain control? They should hold the next structure. If they've got full control, they should hold the next structure. They didn't. Green dot broke.
Divergence down NQ.
The next one on the bear test, it showed up very fast. That was really fast. Bear showed up, held both of theirs. Bears on red dot and red dot. Boom. They're holding. Green one broke. That tells me that bears were taking over in that area and looking for a T1 because technically at that time we had green on the tape, so I could only go for T1. 35 tick, quick move.
Bands touch NQ on the 34. Bands touch NQ on the 89. Short on the
Okay, there's an Enigma short. I'll go ahead and grab that short.
on the 34. Divergence down NQ.
Target's filled.
On the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on
Could have held it a little bit longer, but it's so fast right here. Again, don't want to get caught in some kind of crazy uprip there.
on the 34.
So fast.
NQ on the 34.
So got the too fast screaming at me there. You could feel it too. I mean, on top of the fact that it is screaming at you there.
Lower bands divergence down NQ on the 9.
No trades is better than a losing trade. What?
NQ on the 34.
No trade is better than a losing trade. No trades. No trades is better than a losing trade. True. Yeah, it can be as complicated as you want to be. Totally.
NQ on the 5.
I knew it admit right away. Yes, at BB and BB.
Double delta
Then asked about BB.
Double delta NQ on the lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta lower bands on the 9 NQ long on the 34. NQ on the lower bands double delta NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Yeah, I know it doesn't sound like advice when you tell somebody, well, don't take a trade. There's no trade there, but that is advice.
NQ on the 5.
No trade is also an advice.
On the 5.
Staying away from any play can also be what our direction filter is for too. Like right now, it's red and red. Right now, I should only be looking for a red. Nope, we just got a green. So as I say that, oh, and then we just switch to the red. Okay. Tricky spot right here. Delta shift, exchanging hands. Currently, nerd is red.
NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, we got red and red.
Enigma long on the NQ3. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Divergence up NQ on the lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
We might see a bounce here. That's an Enigma on the 9s. Okay, there's a mega late Nate short. Could grab that. I'm a little bit nervous there with that giant Enigma over there on the right. One thing kind of held me off on grabbing that, and we're super fast right here. There's my Enigma. And I'll close it out right there for another one. I mean, I'm not going to pass that up. Come on. Not going to pass that up. Beautiful. Grabbed about 50 ticks off of that.
2-finger NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
All right, 5 minutes past the U.S. Open now. Oftentimes we start to see things slow down a little bit, but right now, I mean, now it's playable, but not really. Right, this is super duper fast. Right back to prior low again. Enigma long there. Let's see if the bulls are going to make a stand here.
Enigma long on the ES1. Enigma long on the NQ3.
Okay, they are. And the bear just broke. So bulls might be taking over here. Maybe.
On the NQ3.
Left hand buy, right hand sell.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Divergence of lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ.
Okay, that's an Enigma short here. We came back to neutral.
NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Which dot?
Fib.NQ on the 34.
Seeing buyers hold every little spot right there. Every green dot is being held. I have not seen one break yet. So I'm a little nervous on that. Okay, Enigma long. Here's the bear test right now.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
They're floating this low.
Touch NQ on the 34.
See.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma long on the RTY1.
Back to neutral.
NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, there's the bull test.
Lower bands
Okay, they broke.
NQ on the 34.
Okay, so I can take the next bear.
Touch NQ on the 34. Double lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands.
Oh, we haven't had a bear test though yet. Yeah, we did. Bear held there. Get ready.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 9.
Okay, let me mark this here real quick. So, this was the zone.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma short on the GC2.
Okay.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Bulls taking over control right here. Interesting. Every dot is being held. They're respecting those, so be careful. Bulls might step in right here. Okay, one partly broke. That Enigma might be good for an Enigma long right here. I got my finger. Well, I'm not going to go by side. I'm not that crazy, but it might. This might be calling the low right here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 9. Lower bands
okay, no,
touch
glad I kind of held off on that. Just looking over there, we had red and red arrow. Wanted to.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, here's the bear test.
On the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, yeah, bears still have it.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
And into the take profit zone. There it is.
Double delta NQ lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Double delta shift.
NQ on the 9. Lower bands NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ
Delta shift over on the right.
on the 5. Two
Blue dot.
on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Wait for a little triple crown here.
Enigma short on the GC2 long on the YM2.
Two. Three.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, going in on that power headshot. Nope. Broke the dot. Okay, taking a little loss on that one.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Broke the dot.
NQ on the long on the RT.
Super AO 7.5. I'm gonna give that one more shot here. Oh wow, dude, I got a terrible entry on that. I just got skunked. Terrible entry. Okay, add on the dot there.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
I tried to grab that Super AO, and my goodness. Okay.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Lower bands short on the NQ on the 34.
All right, no, I'm gonna take my loss. My goodness, got skunked on that. So had a great play. Wanted to just grab a nice juicy 50 out of that, and got slapped on that.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 9.
Okay, Super AO 9. Let's see if that dot cracks.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Delta shift.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Touch NQ on the 89. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Still not at S1 yet.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5. NQ on the 34.
Should have closed that when it had.
Enigma
There was a moment when I had
NQ on the
when I had 40.
dot
Okay, I'm gonna give that a shot there on that Enigma. Seeing, I know it feels like kind of catching bottom there, but that was kind of the point.
Divergence up NQ on the 34.
Oh, come on, fill me, bro.
Enigma short on the NQ on the
Yikes.
34. NQ on the 5.
Build on that one now again. All right, so I'm going to grab a 50 bag there.
On the 5. Upper divergence down NQ on the 34.
Very nice.
NQ on the 34.
Not exactly pretty, but I'll take it.
NQ on the 34.
Would have liked to grab that one and this one. Would be up 10K if I had done that.
Touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5. Touch NQ on the 34.
Enigma's calling bottoms. Oh, beautiful. Only at Algo Box. Only at Algo Box.
Double delta NQ.
All the way back into a 5.6 up here. Okay, I'll get short on that Super AO. Oh my goodness.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Missed my fill.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
All right, no, I'm going to close it. My goodness.
NQ on the S1. Divergence down
All the way up. There's a cipher up there into a Mega Late Nate.
34. Upper bands touch NQ on the
Most
34.
bankers
NQ on the
discussing
5.
plan to address
Upper bands
XAI
touch
debt
NQ on the
after the merger.
34. Enigma short on the NQ3.
Take some off right there.
On the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. Up NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ
Crazy.
on the 5.
Absolutely crazy.
89. Double delta on the YM34. NQ on the
Wild up move here. Okay, they broke the dot.
on the 5.
I'll take the next red.
On the 5. Upper bands touch NQ.
There's a
on
Mega
the
Late Nate.
34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Down NQ on the 9.
All the way back to prior low just up above us.
Upper bands touch
They wanted to come back to that prior low again.
Upper bands touch NQ
Okay,
on the 34.
I'll short on that prior low.
Bands touch
Coming
NQ
up
on the
super
34.
fast.
Upper
Absolute
bands touch
insanity.
NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Green dot broke. Gonna pull half at my POE.
NQ5. Fib.NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the NQ on the 9. Delta NQ on the 5.
Next red.
34.
Holy shnikes. Super fast.
NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. NQ on the 5. Upper
That
bands
dot
touch
breaks.
NQ on the
Nope, dot is
34.
holding.
Down
Test for the
NQ.
bears.
Touch NQ
Okay,
on the
into red.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands short on the NQ
5.3.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Absolute insanity.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
945.
Upper bands
The 940 to 950 reversal came in like a boss. That is a Super AO on the 9s.
on the
It'll have to be where I max out. Right here on the Super AO on the high time frame. Red dot over on the 34s.
bands touch NQ on the 89. Upper bands
Holy shnikes. What is happening here? What is that?
double delta NQ on the 5. Enigma long down NQ on the 9.
What is that?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
6.4 high time frame.
NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 9. Touch NQ on the 34. NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands double delta on the 89.
Enigma.
Enigma short on the NQ on the 5.
Is that going to help me out?
Enigma long on the NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 34.
Okay, I'm going to close it on the
On
bots.
the 9.
Big green dot there.
Touch NQ on the 34. Divergence down NQ on the 34.
Wild. Mega Late Nate. Bot one more time.
Bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. On the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34 on the 9. Divergence down NQ on the
So I'm definitely wondering what news just came with all that. Had to be somebody. Somebody knows something.
NQ on the 8. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Divergence up NQ on the 9. Touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5. Touch NQ on the 34.
Somebody knows something.
NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the GC2.
Okay, into a shark up top. HMD getting short on the bot.
NQ on the 34.
Are they going to hold that? Hearing buyers non-stop.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 34.
Red dot on the 34s.
Upper bands touch NQ on
Wild.
the 34.
Absolutely wild. Insanity.
34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34 on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the NQ5. Divergence down NQ on the 89.
That's all the way to the open line.
Divergence down NQ on the 34. Enigma
Okay,
long on the
well,
ES1.
that is a move for the books. Look at that. In less than a couple of minutes. That is crazy. That's the 89.
Divergence
Y'all,
of NQ on
that's the 89.
on the 9. Enigma
Looking
short
like
on
the
NQ
ones.
NQ on the 34. DCDM NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the divergence of NQ on the lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ
Closing out on the bot right there.
on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ.
Enigma engaging one more time on the bot. Wow, that's crazy. That's so crazy.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 30.
Enigma. Let's see if that's going to go. Look at this.
Divergence of
Wild. Wild. Closing it. Beautiful. Holy cow.
NQ on the 9.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
Enigma long on the NQ5.
Okay, I'm going to pull half here. Taking my loss on that right there. If we get another pop-up, we'll look for another spot to add. That's absolute insanity. We're going to come down red finally. Yes. Oh my goodness. Am I back to break even?
2 finger NQ on the 30.
All right, I'll peel half again.
Long on the NQ3. Double lower bands touch
All right, and I'll take my loss. Wow, that was awful. Absolutely awful.
Lower bands touch
Absolute insanity. In the history of time, ever seen that much of a move in that short a window of time.
Connection lost.
Whoa, I am losing connection now too. Holy shnikes.
Fib.NQ on the
Absolute insanity.
double delta.
Hold on, I got to get all this on screen to be able to see all this. All of this was crazy.
NQ on the 5.
Hold on, let's zoom back out here
89. Fib.NQ on
to this. I mean, this is one for the books. Let's watch. I got to watch this.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch.
I mean, off the charts.
Enigma long on the RTY1.
Voice news disconnected. So financial juice is getting blown up.
Enigma long on the N.
Holy shnikes.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Holy shnikes.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Absolute insanity.
Touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Let's see. So they were not going to let that short be easy for the Bears. Look at this right here.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on
The 89.
on the 5. Fib.NQ on
Dude did not even give a look back. It did not give twos. You know what?
Fib.NQ on the 34.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I might round it out and say 25 bars.
M2 on the 34.
straight to that move on the 89. Let me get the measurement on that.
Divergence touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 5.
It's basically exactly 1,000 ticks. They were basically like, and let's move it 1,000 ticks to the upside here real quick before we do anything else. Wow. 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 Absolute insanity.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5.
I mean, basically you're high time frame only. So high time frame risk. Insane.
On the YM2.
That looks nice.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
But wow, just reminding myself of the, you know, all of my early in, early outs, and 2 plays and be done is to eliminate that. And I was going to say fun because it would have rhymed, but that's, I wouldn't exactly say that that's fun when you've got that risk on the table like that. Insanity.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 30. Double delta.
Whoa, super fast. Up move again. Okay, well, I'm going to look for a short up here.
Upper bands touch.
There's a double ready DD over on the right. I'm going to go for it again right here.
On the 34.
Double ready DD.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
See if I can love to snag a 100 bag out of her.
Divergence.
Let's see. 9-4, add to position.
NQ on the 9.
Track.
Fib.NQ on the 34.
Beautiful. There's my 100 bagger. Let's go. 100 bags. Again, folks, now they're setting up for 100 tick plays. They're setting up for 100 tick plays. That literally was 100 ticks. And I just say, I'm like, well, dude, you're going up that far and that fast. That's a 100 tick opportunity. Let's go. Titanic zone. That's a 100 bagger. Holy cow. This is why you practice, folks. You can't just come into the game, be able to play that right there. Not possible. Still up over 20K on the day. Have been as high as 40K, and then at the same time, I don't even know how low. Look at this. Look at this. This is the PNL. Can we zoom in on that? Let me take this off always on top. Insanity. Insanity. Almost wiping the whole thing and then back up again. Insanity.
NQ on the 9.
Insanity.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Oh, I missed the 20. Anybody grab that 20 bag?
Fib.NQ on.
Please tell me somebody grabbed that. That's another 100 bagger.
Lower bands touch NQ
like instantly.
NQ on the 9. Lower bands.
We had the, again, basically now we're playing on the 9s.
Touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ.
Big dot on the 34. I mean, we're basically playing off the high time frames now. Like, high time frame plays are coming in now.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
So I don't hear a lot of news. Oh, is it because we lost disconnect? Hold on. We lost financial juice. Let me refresh. What's the news?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the.
Okay, I'm going to relaunch financial juice, see if they're working or not.
NQ on the 8.
I bet everybody panic went to.
They
got to be panic checking that. If they weren't using the news, they're definitely checking it now.
Enigma long on the
3.6. That's an Enigma long right there.
NQ on the 5.
Switch dot short. Headshot short.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ
Bear test. Okay, bears have it.
On the 89.
50 cent. Okay, I'll grab a quick one. Boost.
NQ on the 89. 2-finger lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Pink dot, add to position.
NQ on the 34.
Big half on the shark.
34. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Red dot, add to position.
On the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34 on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. NQ on the 34.
And close out in the bat. Let's go. Oh, Enigma could have added. Should have added right there.
34.
Yeah, I missed that ad.
Bands touch NQ on.
Missed that ad.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
25K on the day in total.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta. Lower bands touch double delta.
Wow.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Switch dot into the bowl. 1, 2, 3. Bang.
NQ on the 9, lower bands touch NQ on the 30, lower bands touch NQ.
High time frame plays now. It's literally playing the 9s like it's the 1s.
NQ on the 5.
Literally playing 9s like it's the 1s.
Finger NQ on the 34.
Crazy.
Fib.NQ short on the NQ3.
Okay, so this is a mental game now. All right, mental game in play. So here's what I'm going to do now. I am going to switch these. I'm going to take over the bot account as my main. And I'm going to switch the bot to... actually, I don't even need to switch that, but I'm going to play the bot account. High time frame.
NQ on the 34. Lower bands on the 34 on the 34.
9K red in my cyborg.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 8.
And let's go. High time frame in play. I'm zooming out.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
We're gonna need to see the whole thing here.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
We're playing literally the 34 range and the 9s like it's the entry chart. Which is tricky on the
on the 5.
Getting the bias direction.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Like how we're gonna grab the bias direction on that. It's gonna be a little bit nuts.
Fib.NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. On the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
We're not even at 10 o'clock yet. We still have 1 minute till 10 o'clock.
Enigma long on the RT on the 9. Enigma short on the ES on the 34.
Okay, that is a power headshot. Technically, it might get a long right here. Let's see.
NQ on the 34.
Might see a bounce up. Let's see. Switch dot red. They broke it. Okay, bulls might make a stand here.
On the 34. Enigma short on the NQ3. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 34.
Here's bear test.
Enigma long on the NQ5.
There's an Enigma long right there.
Fib.NQ on the 34.
Okay, got my finger over
NQ on the
the buy. Let's see.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
So fast.
According to Wall Street Journal, Algo tends to go public as soon as he sees it.
Touch NQ on the 34.
Yep, there they go.
Super
Super AO. Okay. I mean, I want to short that. It's so fast. Like they're making it nearly impossible to react to that Super AO. I would want to short that. So long here, short there. It's so fast. It is so fast. I have not, I mean, I don't know, I don't recall seeing anything move this fast. Remember, I'm on the 5s. I mean, I'm seeing something move this fast, like when I'm on the 2s, maybe the 3s on NQ. I'm on the 5s, and it's moving this fast. Dude, crazy. This speed is insane. Yeah, I agree, Petro. This is crazy.
Upper bands touch
thank you, Bob Close. Bob Close said money markets price in 40% chance of an ECB rate cut by December. Was that the announcement? Okay. Thank you, Bob. So here it is, folks. I think Bob has got us some great detail right there. Money markets price in a 40% chance of an ECB rate cut in December. I don't even know, like, who said that?
Enigma long on the
Where did you where were you able to see that at? Bob, would you share us your inside source?
Enigma long on the NQ3.
89s went bowl to bowl in 2 minutes. Yeah. Never seen that. Not that wide. I mean, I've seen probably bowl to bowls like somewhere in some news event where it was narrow, but that wide. It literally widened out like 1,000 ticks. So up top, I mean, you can't help but see like some kind of wedge formation kind of coming in right here. So when this comes up here and touches the top of that.
NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
So might be looking at a couple of spots to slap on that. Just structurally on the 89. I can't believe I'm having to like draw in something on the 89 right now intraday. Wild. Okay, there's the top of the wedge into the bowl right here. Okay, I have a short right there. I hesitated to take it, but I knew I should have taken that. It was an easy 35 tick bag right there.
Double delta NQ.
High time frame, touch of the wedge into the bowl.
J-hook short NQ on the divergence down NQ on the 89. NQ on upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib dot NQ on the bands touch
Okay,
NQ.
red dot maybe for the second shot here. Got a shark back on the 9s.
NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that short. That's a shark back play right there. Switch dot on the low time frame.
Upper bands
3/4 position.
34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
And there it is, another 50 bag. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, these are happening so fast. So I was playing this off the 9s. It's a shark back off the 9s. And again, it doesn't look like much of a move, but that's the thing. On this level, those are 50 tick bags. That's crazy. That is crazy. 29,000 now. Double ready DD there. Touch of the prior low again.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 30.
So we're at the bottom of the wedge now. So do we have a long play come here?
34. Lower bands.
They're narrowing this wedge until the wedge is broken. Yep. Look at that. Enigma shows up at the bottom. For another. I mean, that's probably 75, maybe 80 ticks. Did it go 100 ticks? Okay, off the bottom. Let's see. Just go from the lower dot there. 141 ticks? Y'all, that's 141 ticks. This is on the 5s. Insta. We're literally watching the 89 print like 1 algo bars. What I mean is the speed. It's like the speed of playing on the 1s or 2s on the 89.
Upper bands
Like, you know, print 89 ticks in seconds because that's how we're doing it. It's one of those kind of Fridays. Enigma on the 9s. Insta bang to the top.
Lower bands.
Holy shnikes. Instantly 55 ticks. Are y'all seeing that?
34.
Instantly.
34. Enigma long on the NQ3. Enigma long on the NQ3. Double lower
Okay,
bands.
that wedge is done.
Long on the
So look,
GT2.
the wedge was fun, but now it's done. Okay, look, have you ever seen? I won't say ever. We obviously we've seen them fill like this, but look, we filled this wedge up, and now we're at the very end. Okay, she's done. Like we could just color this in. My kids would have a good time coloring in this triangle here. It's
Lower bands.
she's filled, and we're at the end. Okay, the wedge is done. That was fun, but now she's done.
Fib.NQ on the lower bands down NQ
Break out. Super AO.
NQ on the
Again, insta bang.
NQ on the 9.
All the way straight up
Upper bands touch
into
NQ
super
on
dot.
the NQ.
Probably a short right there too. Every single play is hitting now. Crazy. Still have 4 minutes till coffee time.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Thank you, Bob. He said financial juice. Let's take a look at that. Go to the news.
Enigma
Feed
long on the
there.
$34. Enigma long on the N.
There it is. Thank you so much, Bob. Bob, if I mentioned it's great to see you, bro.
White House trade advisor Peter Navarro says there's no basis in the fact that the administration is planning to reduce steel and aluminium tariffs.
So that came in, and apparently that was the ticket.
NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands
Okay.
touch NQ on the
Let's go full.
long on the NQ3.
I think I have one to zoom out a little bit farther here. There we go.
Enigma long on the NQ3. Double delta NQ on the 9. Enigma short on the GC2.
Wow, look at the Super AO drop up top. I mean, both sides here. Super AO for the win. Super AO for the win.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Get some Super AO hype in the chat. How about it? Super
Double delta NQ
AO.
on the 9. DCDM.
Missing out on everything because my computer cannot keep up. So let's talk about this lesson right here. Look, you don't need a high-end machine
Enigma long on the
until you need a high-end machine. Okay, this is
NQ on the 9. Double
this is that whole thing. Again, you don't have to have it, but there's no way you can participate in the fun when the movement starts going.
short on the
It's
NQ.
got, almost kind of like insurance. You don't need it till you need it, but it's not really like that because it's not an emergency. But I'm going, you miss out on the fun of those moves because yeah, you're not going to be able to keep up when it goes. Again, I have a high-end machine. It's 285K. Fastest single thread core operator currently available.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
And yes, you can, like people ask, well, what's the minimum? Okay, I mean, everybody's always asking for the minimums. When you get to a point in life where you're like, what's the best I can get? And you just go for that. That's an enigma. Okay, I'm going to give that shot. And targets failed again. Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy. It's getting a little bit too easy. Every play is hitting. Every play is hitting. Getting a little bit too easy. Big plays.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Big plays.
Upper bands
Crazy.
NQ
So
on the delta
the wedge was done.
US eases more sanctions
Busting out, doing its own thing there.
energy industry with 2 new general licenses.
Another enigma right here with the cross.
Companies to negotiate.
Oh, I'm behind on the entry.
investment in
All right,
oil and gas operations.
this one might have caught me right there.
US authorization does not.
All right, Super AO, double DCR.
Russia, Iran, and China. US authorizes some companies in Venezuela oil and gas to resume previous operations and undertake new investments.
Bulls making a move here.
Venezuela operations are Chevron, BP, Repsol, and Shell.
Back of the enigma there.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Little green dot for the bull test. It broke. I'm going to pull half of my POE. Add on the cipher.
RTY1. Fib.NQ on the 34.
I'm against the direction, so I'll pull half there as we touch the diamond dot, and I'll close it out there on the diamond dot. Not too much on that one. More of a mitigation play.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
There she goes.
NQ on the 34.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Coulda held that out for longer. Big red dot. Again, 89s are in play now, y'all. This is crazy. Okay, I mean, we're basically like, oh, take the dot on the 89. What? That's just a 100 tick drop. Just? That's all? Dude, these are... This one's going in the record books of movement in the shortest window of time ever. It almost feels like there's something else, some other kind of news going on. Like, what other news events in there? Okay, big bull just stepped in on the optimized range. You can't see it because my camera's in the way here.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma short.
Big bull on the 34. That is huge. Okay, so big guy in there. He wants to go 250 ticks. Get his middle, measure out.
Long on the RTY1.
Go to
Upper
50.
bands touch NQ on the 34.
Right. There.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Speaking on CNBC, Navarro says the Trump has no exemptions and no exclusion rules.
Enigma long on the YM2. Fib.NQ on the 5. DCDMNQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 5.
So
divergence down NQ.
This
on the
is the
34.
type of day, and again, I'm not trying to rub this in to go, you know, hey, I told you so,
Upper
but
bands touch NQ on the 89.
all the people with laptops. Well, can I buy a laptop? You can, but I have a feeling that the people on laptops.
Fib.NQ.
Is there anybody with a laptop who your laptop is keeping up? If it is, post me some details in the Discord. Tell me what laptop you have that's keeping up with this movement. So laptops are thermally throttled so that they don't melt your lap. You know, they have limited airflow capabilities and whatnot. But if you do have a laptop and you're running on this right now, is your fan speed sound? Does it sound like this? I mean, are your fans going like crazy?
Enigma short on the
Your
Y.
4900's lagging a little bit. But is it a laptop? A 4900 desktop? Probably fine. Probably keeping up. But the laptops right now, the fans are whirring.
TY1.
Anybody with a laptop that is actually functioning in this one? Yeah, you're on a desktop. Yeah, you're probably fine. Anybody with a laptop who's melted? Locked in, scalp that Enigma.
Fib.NQ on the 34.
Beast Machine 285K. It couldn't keep up this morning. I think you have a lot more stuff on your charts though too, don't you? You have like a bunch of you're doing a lot of the market profile stuff. You got a lot of charts. Have you got even more stuff than what I've got on there?
On the 5.
Alienware M18 3900 on thermal mode for fans. Yes, fans sound like an airplane on the AB4. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Is it actually keeping up though? And again, it depends on how many charts you have too. I mean, like if you're, you know, you can mitigate things, right? But if you want it full out, you want all 5 time frames, you want all the bells and whistles, you want multi instrument, whatever, and the bar's printing this many. Yeah, I mean, it's because remember, it's not just bars. Like we're also taking into account the underlying action.
Bands touch NQ on the 34.
Had to switch to the light version. No laptop.
LQ on the
Laptop.
34.
Skipped to the trading phase and went straight to the oil refining.
Lower bands touch.
It's keeping up with 5 charts. Oh, that's good. That's good. Just 5 charts. Okay, cool. I don't say just, but hey, I'm glad. In a 13900 laptop, that's pretty cool. That's a good laptop.
Rivals on
That's a really good laptop.
Divergence of NQ on the 34. NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
US Labor Department's Blore.
Time to move to ES or YM. Yeah, now would be the time. So that's another adjustment. Like you can take off NQ and go to the YM or RTY. Like they're on the move. Like let's
Divergence
see.
down NQ on the 9.
Here's the YM.
Enigma long on the RTY1. Upper band.
So,
touch
you know,
NQ
that
on
looks
the
fun.
34.
Not a bad idea at all. Enigma target. Enigma target.
Upper bands
That one
touch
didn't get
NQ
there.
on the
Enigma target.
34. 2-finger NQ on the 34.
But yeah, those are going to be slightly slower and
Fib.NQ
wild
on
as
the
the
9. Fib.NQ on the 9.
as the NQ.
NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch
Okay.
on the 34.
10-16. It is
Lower bands
it's
touch
coffee time. Let's see. Now I have, let's pull over the
NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ
lower
on the NQ on the 34.
that P&L dipper ripper.
Bands touch NQ on the
So up as high as 40 47K.
Enigma
Sure.
short bands touch
Nastiness. And then, I mean, just such huge movements in here. But look, I would have rather, honestly, I would rather have just like avoided all of that there today. Like taking those first few trades there in the morning, be out not seeing this. At the same time, I'm glad from a historical standpoint, this is neat. Like nostalgia wise, okay, this is crazy and cool to have seen, but dude, this is the reminder of why those rules exist. This is why you have to be careful, okay? Like, this is the lesson of, dude, the market can do this at any moment. And again, people are, we have this short-term memory thing, and our short terms, like, kind of short circuits us from being able to have that long-term easy success, because when the market is, you know, you've 80 to 90% of the time, market's in kind of some ebb and flow, and then all of a sudden the outlier day, and people most of the time, they blow out in single days. It's not like something that happens over time. It's like, boom, all at once on one single scenario. You know, the insurance policy didn't stay in place because, you know, well, you know, I broke a rule, or, oh, you know, I stayed past my winner chicken dinner plus a bonus. I stayed in, and next thing you know, right, this type of scenario happened. Like, didn't have to have this dip and rip. Didn't have to have all that. And it is much easier to play with a larger account size. At the same time, you might think, oh, well, so I'll go use a 300K over at Trader Funding Program or something like that. Yeah, there's locking in additional rules on top of that. Like, you would not be able to survive through that scenario of working through those positions in those scenarios, I don't think, unless you're playing very small into those. I mean, you know the trick. I think you guys kind of get it, right? But this is the type of day that will remind you of that the insurance policy and the SOPs are there for that reason.
Upper bands touch
and here, so on my
touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch
other account, let's swap this over here. All right, so again, there's the lesson in the day. I mean, literally, I am down 9,500 in my other account and up 43 in the other in some wild, insane level day, right? You do not need to play through all of that. Again, maybe don't even, like, early and early out on a Friday could also mean early to be done, right? Because that was, I would not exactly say that was ideal. I have a feeling there's some good and some bad in all of that. Do a sanity check here, everybody. Red or green on the day, if you guys want to post it in the chat there. Yeah, basically playing Super AOs on the MACV equal 48K. Yep, 48K, awesome, sir. Super AOs on the nines. Yeah, I mean, basically, if you could have shifted over to the nines or kept immediately over looking at the nines, and you know you're in good shape there. Green and green, Dr. Leaf. Very green, Andrew. Love to hear it. Green. First Enigma on the nines for 100 ticks. You grab a 100 tick bag off of the Enigma on the nines. Nice.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ.
Green played early. Excellent, excellent.
Touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch.
A lot of green. We have the greatest teachers in our group. We really do. We got some great contributions there in our chat. You guys are awesome. For real. How many of you guys really enjoyed that? Like, there was so many big plays in there. Like, you're like, you know, used to grabbing 20 bags, 35 tick bags, and you having to, like, you know, really work it. Dude, today Marcus just like handing out hundreds. Like, it's they're doing the trick-or-treating with
Lower bands on NQ on
the big candy bars. You know, normally they're giving like little snack-sized candy bars. And today they're like handing out filet mignon at the door.
34.
Was that crazy or what?
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Not down, 500 eval, not touching my pro count. Okay. Yeah, that was wild. I mean, it is dangerous. It's either working one way or the other, right? It's either working with you or against you on something that's that crazy. 14,900, no problem cruising through it. Love to hear it. Yeah, I mean, this is the day where your PC was tested. Now, like, please share in the crew later this weekend. Everybody who's doing market replay, if you're playing through this, like, you might have to use a reduced workspace. This amount of bar printing at this speed, people are going to be like, oh, my system's locking up. What's wrong? Listen, that level of volatility,
Divergence.
you know, I'm just trying to help out our tech support. Okay. If you are, just set your expectations this weekend to take a minute to load your market replay if you're going to practice this day. It might be a little tricky. On Monday, when you're loading 3 days of data, it's going to include today's information. You might have to wait and do 1 day of data on Monday. We will see about that. One of the things that I have done, I'm going to post my updated workspace here. I apologize, I didn't do it yesterday. I knew I was going to do that. I've made a few changes. I have added enigmas to my higher time frames. I also took off the just for CPU's sake, I've taken off J hooks. I like find myself, I really don't do that much with the J hook. I'm just play it much. I still leave it on my lower time frame. On my higher time frames, I took off the J hook off of these 3 charts over here, my high time frames. So I have saved that. I mean, somewhere in there we had red and then a bunch of greens. I don't know. That was a wild day. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget, it's Valentine's Day weekend. The that offer 40% off will put you just $199 a month. And you get that for 18 months. You can cancel at any time. But if you do go through the full 18, it is a lease to own. And at the end, you'll unlock the Dream Panel Full Auto Platinum. So you're getting gold initially. You do an early payoff, you will get this as a bonus where you can have auto filters on everything. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Blessings. Love you guys. Happy Valentine's. See you guys on Monday.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use they have front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 34. TikTok NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. TikTok NQ on the 5. Rewind. Ninja short on the NQ line. Enigma long on the arc. Upper bands touch NQ on the 9 on the 9. TikTok NQ on the 9 long on the TikTok NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the Y. And
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Divergence down NQ, double delta NQ, upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Delta 5 loading. Long, look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up, one down, on a freeze. Order filled. Target filled. Audio Jungle.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.